Good evening and namaste. Warm welcome to the India-Maldives Friendship Day celebrations. First was the recitation of Holy Quran by Hiba Himmat. And before we go to the next part of the agenda, first is the lighting of the traditional lamp. Next is the speech by a guest of honor, Dr. Muhammad Saud. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Muhammad Saud.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. I am delighted to speak to an audience of young people and many of our political leaders who are committed to the ideals of diplomacy and to the strengthening of friendship and relations between the peoples of our two countries. It has been a truism to say that India and Maldives have much in common, but these commonalities are worth remembering. Our tropical weathers, our coastlines sharing the same waters, the richness of our natural resources, and not only that, the Maldives is a homogeneous Muslim society, while India is the world's second largest Muslim population. It is also a historical fact that every time when India lost her independence to dominating foreign powers, the Maldives too had lost her independence to those very foreign powers. Therefore, as two countries, our people sense that our fates are intertwined. We believe we should not go alone. We must jointly protect the interest of both our peoples, and together we must fight and defend the independence of our countries and the greater South Asia region. My dear friends, friendship cannot be forced or imposed on people. It is a voluntary feeling of goodwill towards one another. It knows no boundaries. That's why we always find it difficult to understand when governments attempt to define friendship and bilateral relations between peoples through national and international laws and border control regulations. But often it is different in the case of India and the Maldives. Many wonder and question about what could be the geostrategic location and political position of India. And I say, India is neither the west nor the east, not either the north or the south, and not even the Middle East, but India is the center of the world. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Next is also an address by a guest of honor, Dr. Ibrahim Wahid, Ogar Ibrahim Wahid. Please welcome Dr. Ibrahim Wahid.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. President Muhammad Wahid Hassan Malik, Darul Ilham, High Commissioner Yaneshwar Mule, my friends from the diplomatic community in the Maldives, cabinet ministers, friends, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A friend of mine recently asked me a question: what exactly is this relationship between India and Maldives all about? Tonight we're speaking about it. It's called the friendship between India and the Maldives. Unfortunately, I don't seem to agree with that statement. And I can see looks of shocks on some faces here. Let me explain why. If you go back in history, you'll see that the Maldives and India, before passports and geographical delineations came into being, probably were just part of the global world where we all shared a lot of things. And we did that. If you look at the Divehi language, any scholar will tell you that the mother of the native language in this country is Sanskrit. That's a fact that you can't get away from. Sanskrit is the mother of a lot of Indian languages as well. Okay, let's brush that under the carpet for a while, and let's say, what else? Even if you go into religion, you will notice, yes, Islam came from Arabia, but most of our religious scholars, especially up to recently, they were educated probably at Aligarh and a lot of other academic institutions in India. And we have part of the Persian Urdu culture to prove that point, even in some of our religious observances. Let's leave that aside as well. Anything from the rice and curry wheat, the gulab jamun you have for dessert, well, the Indians share that as well. Where do we get that from? I can go on and on and on and on about what we share with India. And all of this is supposedly pointing at a friendship between India and the Maldives. Oh, we trot out that incident on the 3rd of November when we asked India for support and they immediately came to our assistance. Even now, as we speak, I think, and this happens every now and then, there is a program called Dosti, which happens between the two countries at a military level, I believe. I'm not very sure of that because I'm not involved. But even there, the point is, if you look at a friendship that exists between the two countries, I'm saying no. There is no such thing. Again, I can see the looks of shock. Because I can tell you, sometimes there's friction. So where do you get this thing where you have a lot of relationships, a lot of interactions, sometimes a bit of friction between individuals, ideas, ideologies, and so on? It cannot happen in a friendship. It cannot happen in something as weak as a friendship. It has to happen within family. That's what I'm saying. So what I would like to do tonight is to suggest to my very old friend who's done so much for this country, Honorable High Commissioner Janeshwar Wule, may I suggest, sir, that you change the documentation you have on tonight's program to read not friendship between India and Maldives, but simply the acceptance of the fact that we belong to one large family here. This is what India and Maldives is about. We are a family. Those claps, thank you so much, because that, I believe, is agreement. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to go back there and sit there and enjoy the rest of the evening with the rest of my family that are here. Thank you so much.
May I now request Ms. Amina Salim and Ms. Aishat Luba, representatives from the Care Society, to kindly come up to the stage to receive the memento and contribution, which will be handed over by His Excellency, the President of Maldives, Dr. Mohammad Wahid Hassan Malik. May I also request Honorable High Commissioner to kindly come up to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Care Society of Maldives. The next NGO whom we are honoring is the Maldives Autism Association. May I now request Ms. Mariam Junaid, Program Director of Maldives Autism Association, to kindly come up to the stage to receive the memento and contribution. Ms. Mariam Junaid. Is Hemophilia Society of Maldives. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request Mr. Ahmed Nasir, Vice President of Hemophilia Society of Maldives, to kindly receive the memento and contribution. May I request His Excellency President and High Commissioner to conclude down.
May I now invite His Excellency Mr. Dineshwar M. Mulay, High Commissioner of India.
I would say welcome to India-Maldives Family Day. I think we will reincarnate this particular event as the India-Maldives Annual Family Day. Namaste and Salam Alaikum. At the outset, let me express our very strong solidarity and sympathy with the people in the north, particularly in Horafushi and elsewhere in Maldives and southern parts of India, as well as those who suffered due to the superstorm Sandy in the US. We in the mission are in touch with the authorities in Horafushi and working out ways and means to assist the people there. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great joy to welcome you all for this celebration of India-Maldives Family Day. We established our formal relations on 1st November 1965. However, as pointed out by our friends, we have interacted for centuries, if not millennia. Our cultures, geography, history are testimony to this. Even during the expedition of the great Bodu Thakur Khan against Portuguese occupation of Maldives, it was the Ali Rajas of Kannanur who came to the assistance of Maldives. Our interaction both in the past and present has never been limited to the political contacts. People-to-people contact has been the bedrock of our relations. India is the largest capacity building partner for Maldives and trains about 300 to 400 Maldivians in a variety of short and long-term courses, including for the degrees of MBBS, MD and engineering. Similarly, a large number of Maldivians in the middle and lower income groups visit India for healthcare services. Our relationship extends to almost all areas of our life. Our respective leaderships are in close touch with each other. In the last 6 months, all the major leaders, including Excellencies President Wahid, former President Gayoom and former President Nasheed, have visited India and met with the Indian leadership. I had invited all of them and hoped that all of them will come here. All of them accepted, but it seems that the Maldivian leadership is not yet ready to meet each other. I think it's high time that the leaders of Maldives meet, in front of all the Maldivian people together to send a message of unity and harmony. I really sincerely wish that this happens earlier. India has deep interest in the prosperity and stability of Maldives. Democracy has thrown a number of challenges for the people of Maldives, and we are confident that Maldives will come out of this current phase of uncertainty at the earliest. We have noted that divisions and polarization within Maldives have a direct bearing and impact on relations with friendly countries like India. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, India-Maldives relations are a precious gift. I appeal to all of you, including the leaders of Maldives, to maintain its sanctity. Lot is at stake in this friendship, and both wise leaders and people at large have contributed in equal measure to build it to the current state. Let us, through our action and thought, strengthen this relationship further. Thank you very much for your attention. I thank the 5 India Club as well as my colleagues in the High Commission and the Maldivian and Indian brothers and sisters who have contributed generously in making this evening a success. Thank you very much.
Next, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, is the address by His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Wahid Hassan Malik, President of the Maldives. Please welcome His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Wahid Hassan Malik.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Honorable Ministers, Honorable Members of Parliament, Excellency, High Commissioners, members of the India-Maldives Friendship Association, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste. On the occasion of the 47th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the Maldives and India, I wish to extend my warm felicitations and sincere good wishes on behalf of the government and the people of Maldives to the government and the friendly people of India. As we celebrate this happy occasion, let us also remember the people of India and Maldives who are currently suffering the devastating effects of tropical cyclone Nila. Our prayers and thoughts are with our brothers and sisters in the affected areas in both countries. During the past years, relations between the Maldives and India have further grown stronger. The close and friendly relations that exist between the Maldives and India is based on mutual respect, understanding, and reinforced by a shared vision of a better future for our people and our region. India has been a major contributor and vital development partner of the Maldives, assisting in every facet of life, ranging from the political to the economic to the socio-cultural. Maldives continues to receive valuable assistance from India in the areas of capacity building, health, education, security, and trade. More Maldivians live in India than any other country outside of Maldives. Trivandrum has become like a second home to many Maldivians. We purchase most of our essential goods from India. Similarly, about 30,000 Indians live and work in the Maldives. About 35,000 more Indians visit every year as tourists. Maldives will always welcome Indian investments. We need to benefit from the vast reservoir of ideas and capital Indian businesses have to offer. International businesses that have done well are those that are built on mutual trust and respect. It is not a secret that we are currently facing some difficulties with some Indian companies. We must overcome these difficulties and adamantly resist such difficulties from affecting our very close and brotherly relationship between our two countries. In Maldives, we should never question the relationship with India. We have and we must always appreciate and remain grateful to India. On numerous occasions, we have benefited and continue to benefit from the wisdom and the generosity of the people and the leadership of India. The cooperation we have in the field of security and defense and international relations are exemplary. It remains solid and unshakable. As we celebrate the 47th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Maldives and the Republic of India, I note with special gratitude India's enduring and generous contribution to the development of Maldives and unwavering support in the pursuance of our international initiatives and interests. I thank the Government of India for its continued support and collaboration and reaffirm my commitment to work together in pursuance of common interests bilaterally and at the regional and global levels. I remain confident that our engagements will bring forth many opportunities for collaboration on issues of mutual concern to work collectively to achieve peace, progress and stability in South Asia. This forum, therefore, presents us with an opportunity to thank India for her role as an enduring and supportive partner of the Maldives. I have no doubt that the traditional bonds of friendship and cooperation that we have enjoyed over the past 4 decades will continue to grow and expand in the years to come. I remain confident that these strong ties of friendship between our two countries will be fortified in the years to come, and look forward to further enhancing cooperation between our two governments and peoples. I wish continued peace, progress and prosperity for the friendly people of India. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of the government and the people of Maldives to reiterate our deep appreciation by the government and the people of India, and extend our sincere well wishes to His Excellency President Pranab Mukherjee and His Excellency Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, the government and the people of India on this momentous occasion. Thank you.